On this street, I own virtually every property. That is another £2,200 a month. That would be £4,400 a month just from one purchase. This will give the long-term wealth. Hi, Kevin McDonald here. I've been a property investor now for almost 20 years. Over the last few years, I've built up a multi-million pound property business using creative, no money down property investment strategies. And today I'm going to be showing you around one of my projects, a 6-bedroom HMO, house in multiple occupation. But it also comes with something extra. I've done a video on this very property before. It's the one with the Pringles lampshade. Now, if you haven't seen it, you can watch that video above. But this is about the one next door, the 6-bed HMO. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. We've got new videos every single week on all things property. So let's start this tour in the car park at the back. We're at the back of the property. This is the garage. I've got something really special to show you about this garage, but that's going to have to wait until the end of the video, so bear with me. Right now I want to show you the house first. So this is the kitchen. We've had the old kitchen ripped out. We're just fitting a brand new kitchen into the property. Now, as this is going to be a 6-bedroom HMO, what's really important in a kitchen area is that you've got enough space for your washing machines, your fridge, freezers, and enough cupboard space for the tenants. Depending on your council, depending where you are in the country, there'll be different legislation around how much cupboard space you need for tenants. How many tenants in the property will determine how many cookers, how many microwaves that you will need in your kitchens. So always check with your local council around the requirements for the kitchens, the communal spaces on your HMOs. Now here we've got the kitchen space, but you can also see we've got a lot of space in this other room just off the kitchen. Out there we're going to be putting fridge freezers, we're going to be putting washing machines and things as well, plus additional storage space for the tenants. But we've just come out of the kitchen. We've also got a bathroom here and 2 bedrooms. So this is a 6-bedroom HMO, 2 bedrooms on the ground floor, 3 bedrooms on the first floor, and then there's 1 bedroom on the 3rd floor. It's got 2 bathrooms. We've got 1 bathroom here and a second one on the middle floor. We've also got 1 ensuite bedroom as well. So there's 6 tenants, but 3 people sharing bathrooms. On the ground floor as well, or below the ground floor, we've also got a basement area. So down here in the basement, which is why we had to come in the back door. The basements, a lot of people see an opportunity to add value in basements, to maybe take the basement, convert that basement into maybe more living space, more bedrooms. And you can see from this basement, it's got the height. It depends where you live in the country. If this property was in central London, I'd have developed the basement. But where it is in the UK, the cost of developing the basement, the cost of doing the works, would probably add around the similar value to the property. So it's not going to give us any additional value. Yes, it might give us additional rental income, but no additional value. The other thing is this is a 6-bed HMO right now. So 6 people in 6 bedrooms. If we go to 7 people, then we need to apply for planning permission. But with 6 people, then there's no need for planning permission. So adding in a basement room would require additional planning permission because it would mean you're into the 7 or more people, which is sui generis planning permission. So always check with your local councils, understand your local regulations around what you can do on a property. Just because something has a perceived value doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be worth your while doing it. It will depend on the locations and it'll depend on your town and your local council laws. On the outside of all of our bedrooms, we've got these key locks fitted. Now the reason for the key locks is we keep 1 key in our office, in our agency. The tenant gets 1 key and we put 1 spare key in this box. What will typically happen is a tenant will leave a key in their work trousers at work or lose it on the way home, and they'll come along, they won't be able to get into the room. They can just message us, and no matter where we are, no matter how busy we are, we can drop the code to them for the box so they can get into their room with the spare key. And each room has an individual key box with directly outside the door of that room, which makes it really easy for the tenant to get in. We don't have them outside the property, because outside the property, I actually feel that these are, even though they're meant to be tamper-proof, I feel that it is possible to break into these. If you put one outside, there's a risk you could get broken into, but also if a tenant can't get in the front door, then one of the other tenants in the house will typically let them in. It's the room that they really need to be able to give them quick access to should they need it, because the only person with the room key is them. So this is the main bathroom. Now, it's got a shower, it's got your toilet, it's got a sink. This stuff is actually the original toilets and sinks. We have took out the old flooring. We're going to replace the flooring with a new floor before the tenants move in. Do that again. That's slippy, right? Ready? You're going to include that. So we're now on the first floor. There's 3 bedrooms on this floor. So we've got this bedroom, one next door, and one opposite side of the corridor. This is the biggest room in the property. We're just doing some light repairs on the property right now, so just patching up some paint work. And this is the ensuite. It's the full length of one side of the property. It's almost like a miniature apartment. It's got a shower, it's got a bath, toilet and sink. Really nice place for a tenant to have as a home. This room will acquire a light higher rent than another room if I was individually letting them. However, with this property, I'm actually giving the whole thing to a company. I'll tell you a little bit more about that at the end. So this is the final room in the property. This is bedroom number 6. So let's go have a look. So you could probably see from outside this property, it's a huge property. That last bedroom, the ensuite, massive bedroom, massive ensuite. This is an entire floor, this room. So you've got a whole space here, then you've got this whole space here for the bedroom. They're so big you've got radiators on either side. Really nice property, really nice home for somebody again. They've got a whole floor to themselves. We're inside the garage. Now, why is this so special? Well, this garage is not just any normal garage. This garage has got 2 floors to it. But yes, you might be thinking, lots of garages have 2 floors, Kevin. They do, but this garage also has a number of windows on the ground floor and on the next floor. Not only does it have the windows, but if you remember us coming into the property, there's a driveway up the side of the property. It's an access road to this. This here, what I am standing in, is not just a garage. This is permitted development. This is a property that can be converted into either apartments or potentially even another house. It is added value. So now we're on the 2nd floor of the garage. You can see the additional windows all around. All of these type of things, what I call the bonus stuff, is for future opportunity. So at some point in the future, when I'm not doing as many deals, these will be my little projects to convert these and add additional wealth, additional income to the portfolio. Huge value opportunity, but it's a future project. So that's the 6-bedroom HMO. That property, we've got a tenant moving in, a company, for £2,200 a month. That's just from the HMO itself. Then we've got this garage in the back. The opportunity here is endless. I could convert this into apartments. I could add maybe a couple of townhouses. I could even convert it into another 6-bed HMO. Because I've not just got the 2-story garage, we've got this extra space to the side of the garage as well. If I convert this to another 6-bed HMO, that is another £2,200 a month. That would be $4,400 a month just from one purchase. Phenomenal opportunity in property. So this property we actually purchased in 2017. At the time we bought it, it was with a joint venture partner. So I found the property, I managed the property, the joint venture partner funded the deal. The purchase price at the time was 197 grand. Now what we did at the time was a light refurbishment, just a little bit of a paint and decorate, and we got it tenanted because we had massive demand back then. The tenants have recently vacated the property, we've got it back and we're doing a refurbishment now. So now we're changing the kitchen, now we're doing some more decoration of the property. And we've got a new tenant lined up, a company. The company is going to be paying £2,200 a month for the property. It's a 6-bed house. They only actually want 4 people to move in. They're still paying the full £2,200. And the best thing about the company is this is actually the company that I used to work for 14 years. I spent 14 years working for Lang O'Rourke Construction Company. And today I make just as much money from renting rooms to them as I did in my job. No longer needing to do the 50, 60, 70 hours a week. Now I can work on my business and they still give me income, but this time it's income from property. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. I'm gonna move it. I'm just waiting for him to pull out so I can get in.
Right.
Is that
That's
possible?
How long it's going to be?
About 5 minutes.
Right, that's the maximum I can give you.
Yeah, I'm in trouble, I'm in trouble. I've got 5 minutes, I've got to move the car. I'll do it now, just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's happened there, Kevin?
You know what happened there? I got a ticket man standing over my car telling me, move it or ticket's coming. Park now.
Is this just the usual life of a property investor?
Yeah, and I just got a second parking ticket and then realised they're both the exact same even though it's a different car park. So I've just put money into a parking ticket I didn't need to. That could have gone to a better cause. So on this street I own virtually every property. The only ones I don't own are the 2 white doors and the blue door. Property is like Monopoly. They're little money boxes. Every time you get a property, you rent that property out. The rental income brings in more than the mortgage. You make the cash flow. Over time, you build a legacy. Now, if you want to build your legacy, the first thing you need to do is get educated. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. We've got new videos every single week on all things property. I've been Kevin McDonald. You've been amazing. See you on the next video.